Iris, you tricked me.
How?
You told me that Ashley wasn't really pregnant, knowing that I would tell Justin, and all the while she really is pregnant.
I never intended to mention Ashley to you at all. I know how you loathe her.
But you did mention her.
It just slipped out without my realizing it. You know I do that all the time with you, Rena, and you should have known it was confidential.
Well, she claims that she's pregnant.
I'm glad.
If she is.
You said she had copies of the medical report from the doctor.
Well, that's what she said they were. But who knows? I didn't see them.
I'm sure Justin knows.
Well, it really doesn't matter now. No two people deserved each other more.
Darling, Ashley is really a very nice girl.
Iris, if you want to be her friend, that's your business. But I don't want to have any part of it.
All right.
Okay. I understand that there's a World Oil board meeting this afternoon to dump Justin.
Yes.
Good.
I can't allow him to continue given the bad publicity the company's had lately.
Bad publicity? Is that the only reason you're dumping him, or have you finally realized what a terrible person he is?
Both.
Now, that really surprises me.
Do you think I'm incapable of learning from my mistakes?
No, but Justin really did a number on you, Iris. And with Ashley always singing his praises, I wasn't sure whether you'd ever come to your senses about him.
I have.
You realize that this is going to put a strain on your relationship with Ashley.
You let me worry about that.
Okay.
I know you feel that Justin is responsible for Max's death.
He is.
Darling, I felt the same way about Ryan.
There's a difference. You were wrong about Ryan. I'm right about Justin.
But when I felt the way I did, I didn't know that Ryan wasn't responsible.
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind about Justin. Max had proof.
Justin may be indirectly responsible. That's true. But to spend the rest of your life seeking revenge against him, that's wrong.
It's not going to take the rest of my life, Iris. Maybe 3, 4 months, the most.
Rena, it will only destroy you. I can't allow that to happen.
Iris, my mother gives me that lecture at least once a day.
It's time you started believing it.
You have to understand that Max was the most important thing in my life to me. I loved him. I wanted to have his children, and I wanted to grow old with him. Justin took all those years away from me.
I understand your pain and your loss. But revenge against Justin won't lessen the pain. You have wonderful parents and friends who love you.
I can't let him win. I just can't do it.
In the long run, he won't win. But you'll lose. You'll lose everyone you love. Look what happened to me. Is that what you want for yourself? Is revenge against Justin really that important to you, Rena? I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Give up. Please, before you destroy yourself.
Oh, George, I'm coming.
Oh, sorry, Racine.
Just a minute. I'll have to ask her. Mrs. Carrington is here to see you.
You may go now.
Well,
I haven't seen you for a while.
You mean since you fired me from the Top of the World Club for the second time and threw me out of Alex's suite?
You told me then you were leaving Houston.
I changed my mind.
If you were ever really planning to leave.
Are you really so unhappy about my staying in Houston that you'd do anything to get rid of me, Iris?
I beg your pardon?
I asked you a simple, direct question in English.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't you?
I said I didn't.
I'm talking about the pictures you slipped under my door.
What pictures?
All right, Iris. Since you insist on playing games, I guess I'm going to have to spell it out for you. I'm talking about the publicity stills from the movie that I made from Chris. You remember the little pictures he showed you?
What about them?
Only 3 people in Houston know about that film, other than Dennis and me. One is in jail, one is dead, and that only leaves you.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Someone slipped those pictures under the door of the boutique I'm opening at the Galleria. Someone is trying to use those pictures against me. And I think that that someone is you.
You coming in town with me today?
Well, I sure will if you want me to.
I'd like your company, your support.
You've got it.
I wish I knew what to expect at that board meeting, Ashley.
Oh, sweetheart, I've already told you. They're going to vote in a new president, and you're going to run the production division.
You sure?
Well, I think that's the worst that can happen.
And what's the best?
Well, Iris Wheeler could appoint you to the board.
I doubt that.
Well, you never know. Anyway, she might do it later on, after all this furor with Ryan Connor, dies down.
I have prepared a little speech to make before the members of the board.
What kind of speech?
I wanted to explain to them why I accused Ryan Connor of misappropriating funds from World Oil.
I don't know that that's such a great idea.
Ashley, I have to make my position clear. Otherwise, they'll just accuse me of all sorts of motives, like railroading Ryan Connor out of World Oil so that I could become president. Who do you think would be a good president?
I really don't know. Iris didn't give me any indication, didn't volunteer anything, and I didn't think it was my place to ask.
It's probably that Davenport guy.
Why him?
Well, he's been around for a long time. He's a company man. I think that that's the image that the company wants to present now.
Do you like him?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think he is one of the officers on the board of directors that was very excited about the oil production division.
Well, great. It sounds like he'd be a good man to be president then. I mean, he'd give you free rein, wouldn't he?
Maybe.
Well, look who's here.
Hello, you two. What a nice domestic scene. How's the little mother?
Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Rena, we were just on our way into town, if you'll excuse us.
Excuse us.
Bye-bye.